What's going on, guys? This video is about some upgrades that you can make to your Marvel Legends Spider-Man 80th Iron Spider. He has a lot in that title. So I don't feel like any of these are incredibly refined, but I do think there's some cool upgrades to add to the collection. I'll just go over everything briefly. So for starters, I am quite a fan of this action figure. It did come out with deluxe pricing. I do not think it warrants that at all, especially because it didn't come with a Build-A-Figure piece. But there's definitely some new sculpt in here. The Waldos here are all brand new, and the paint job is very nice, very glossy. Definitely looks like an Iron Man suit. It's kind of funky because when you get up close, you can see that the sheen of the red on the upper torso does not exactly match the sheen on the legs and the arms, but it's not terrible. And if you're not looking for it, you're not going to see it. So for starters, I have a custom base here, which is a very simple base for anybody that's watched the other video on my channel about the McFarlane stands. These are the same stands that come on your 7-inch McFarlane, DC Multiverse, Spawn, Mortal Kombat, any of his lines, he gives this stand, and they get a lot of hate, and I think it's completely ridiculous. They are free, very resourceful, and they go anywhere. The only difference is you gotta put a hole. That's all you gotta do. I got a whole video on it, and yeah, it's great. So what I did was, when I custom painted the Waldos, I painted the stand. Now, Waldos were pretty easy to paint. I tried a couple of different things. Behind the figure here, you'll see what I used. What I used was Tamiya Gold, which this is definitely my favorite gold to use. It's got such a beautiful sheen. And just to protect it, I hit it with the Super Clear, Mr. Hobby. It's definitely the best stuff on the market. It'll cost you a few extra dollars, but it's gonna, in the long run, work a lot better than if you grab some top coat from Krylon or something like that. I'm gonna try to see if I can get the sheen right. You could kind of see it here on the Waldos. It's a beautiful gold. The gold you get is actually very dull. You can see, if you look at the backpack here, I didn't bother painting that. That's too close to the figure. I didn't want to pry it off or anything, so only the Waldos were painted. But you can see the difference in sheen. This is that kind of lazy Hasbro gold, and then this is the Tamiya gold with Super Clear. I go for matte because if you don't go matte, I find that it's just way too shiny. So that's where I go with that. Another thing, the hand. This Spider-Man did come with some extra hands. He comes with 2 fisted hands, and he comes with 2 thwippy hands, which is awesome. But I just wanted a little more variety, so what I did was I went into my fodder box. I saw that I had specifically Marvel Legends Spider Carnage hands, so what I did was I grabbed those, and I painted them up with the Tamiya Mica Red. Mica Red is a beautiful red, and it matches this pretty close. Yeah, as close as you can, especially to the upper torso here. The last upgrade, as I'll put it, will be these guys. So these little rascals here are part of a line called Final Faction, which, shout out to Articulated Ninja. He actually showed me and all his viewers this incredible line at the dollar store with all these awesome pieces, everything from military style guns to little aliens, robots, all kinds of fun stuff. Basically, they're great custom fodder, and at $1 a piece, it's kind of brainless to not try. So I'm very happy with the way these guys came out. I used, once again, the same 2 Tamiya colors, therefore we get a perfect paint match. and I'm very happy with these guys. Feel free to match this Spider-Man with Spider Totems or other Iron Man figures. I got my personal favorite here, the 90s Iron Man. That matches. That's a cool look. And the colors are probably a 95% match. They're not perfect, but once again, they're good enough, and the further away they are on the shelf, the less you'll notice. If you want some more variety, want to be even more current, grab a Riri Williams, put some Ironheart in there. So all in all, I'm really happy with this Iron Spider action figure, but I feel like it did leave a little bit to be desired, especially at that deluxe price point. I don't really know why Hasbro's doing that, but when suckers like me buy it, I can't blame them for doing it again, right? These Crawley guys, they were a lot of fun, and I will continue to use Final Faction pieces in further customs. So that's all for today's video. I'm Quick Figure Tricks. I hope you guys have a great night, and catch you later.